Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and I've really been looking forward to continuing my Relics save. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to this one. So let's jump straight back into the Relics expedition. So I had left myself a note that I wanted to travel to the planet with the ancient bones. If I look at the discoveries, there's... Yeah, I've already marked it, Ioka. So I can travel to Ioka. Hey, butterfly. Oh, it's a moon, of course it is. Now it's got high sentinel activity. I don't know if that means that I'm going to have problems doing it there, but... How are you, butterfly? No, the game volume should be okay, because when I speak, the game volume should drop. Let me know if I do need to drop the game volume. Did I just run out of fuel? I just ran out of fuel.
Technology recharge.
What is that? It's one of these weird mountain shapes. I don't think I've ever seen a planet quite like this before. I like it. I do love this game. I was thinking to myself, I would really love to be able to get myself to the 500 subscriber mark and be able to unlock the subscriber bonuses that come for that. But this channel just doesn't grow. It's a shame. This game is so cool. Well, I need 160 people, so it's not going to be a... I know why I'm doing this. I haven't got the scanner upgrades. I try and be casual about it, but it would be nice to get this channel to the point where I'm generating some YouTube interest. Was that it? Mm. How many of those do I need to gather? Defeat Ancient Guardians, 2 of 5. That was an easy way of doing it. It spawned the Ancient Guardian on the surface. Hey, Chip. Which way was my ship? That way. So let's go for that one. Keeps going into the scanning mode I don't want it to go into, because it's wanting to find fossil beds which I could find by hand. I've slept about 15 hours today, Chip. I get it. I was going to do some other stuff today, but I ended up just sleeping most of the day. Hey, plank time. Good. I honestly have been having trouble telling what day it is, because normally I orient around a work week, but it's been over 2 weeks since I worked. I told my boss, he said, because my boss noticed I streamed last night, and I told him he should drop in and say hello. because he plays No Man's Sky. Daddy will. Have defeated 5 ancient guardians. I should go to the space station and sell some stuff. My ship is a long way away, but I'm kind of cool with the slow meander at the moment. As I said, I've slept most of today. A little bit meh. But I really wanted to play tonight. Yeah, I'd like to get this channel to 500. I mean, I'd like to get this channel over the 1,000 mark, but 500 is a nice short-term, well, for me, long-term goal. How am I supposed to store all of these? I think this is the one that, this is the expedition that kind of forces you to go to the anomaly. And actually learn some of the patterns for making storage containers. What just happened? The land on the closest to the thing is also bugged. They've broken it. Have I already done the exosuit? I have. I don't have many nanites. I don't know if I need these. I don't know if I need these. I'm going to sell. Hey, Eric. Normally don't do this during expeditions, but I think this is the expedition that's forcing me to. How are you, Eric?
received. Item 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 received.
Hopefully that's enough. That's okay, Eric. Not upset. Thank you for all your support while I was unwell. I mean, I'm still unwell. Hey, Keish. I've been racking my brain how to try and get this channel to up to 500 subscribers. It would be such a huge boost to me. But I don't want to, like, do anything dodgy for it. I know people do. It's not my thing. I have been put on to, Fel mentioned it, Is this the same place it was last time? Can't be. No, because the other one didn't have the tower. I have been put onto a game that's being released in a couple of days by Fel, where one of the reviewers that she trusts the most has said that not only is it likely to be Game of the Year, he feels it's going to be Game of the Decade. And it releases in a couple of days. So it's quite possible in a couple of days I'm going to start streaming that. And apparently it's a puzzle game. But I think I'm going to play it on this channel. I would love to find a I'd love to find a curious deposit to build my base near. But the odds of that happening... Well, Eric knows about this, but there's a special treat coming from Bremster starting in a few days over on Bremster Puzzles. I'm not going to say more yet. What? This is not going well. I don't feel this is going well at all.
Technology recharge.
For a minute there I thought I landed on top of the water tower. People were saying I should buy a lottery ticket. I got a very rare condition, followed by an incredibly rare complication, followed by another incredibly rare complication. Like, yay me! I won the jackpot! Woohoo! Hi, Vampy. I'm so special. Great. I've tagged the fossil bed. Can I now, like, go into normal scanner mode when I go into scanner mode, please? Nope. Why am I doing the sodium plant when I could literally just do this? I'm really playing this slow, aren't I? I get the feeling I'm being really unlucky. I need to get a rib cage, and I've dug up like 5 fossil beds and I haven't found a single rib cage. They weren't all life-threatening. 2 of them were. But it was an incredibly rare condition followed by an incredibly rare condition followed by an incredibly rare incredibly rare side effect followed by an incredibly rare side effect. It was like, yay me! Fortunately, I'm young and healthy. Oh, don't worry about that, Keith. I've been hanging out with Vamp for, oh, crikey, it must be nearly 20 years now or something, and I still spell her name wrong. So when she gets angry at me, I'll let her get angry at you. Blame autocorrect, Keith. I do. Especially considering you're on a phone.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I really shouldn't be playing an expedition this relaxed, but I should be building a base to get those storage modules down, but I'm kind of just chilling. Yeah, none of us have eyesight the way it was. Oh no, I definitely had more stamina in the past. Absolutely I did. Needed to take less tablets. Hi, Ignition.
Technology recharge.
I would say today was not as good as yesterday, and that could have been because yesterday was the first day I felt vaguely human. I felt better than I possibly was. Today I have slept a lot. I spent a large chunk of today in bed just napping because I just felt so drained. And it's possibly because I pushed myself a bit much yesterday.
recharge.
I need more ferrite dust.
Technology recharge.
I don't have enough launch fuel? I'm not feeling the sense of urgency playing tonight. I do not have 20/20 vision. Not even close. Hey everyone who's jumped in. If you're not subscribers, I hope you decide to. I would really like to get this channel to 500 subs. If you choose not to, it's okay. You do you. Or if you can, get someone else to do you for you. Why have I landed? I didn't want to land there. I thought I'd move myself out of camp. Sorry, dude. So I need to destroy something. Supreme Geology Cannon upgrade. I don't know. Dude, do you know your planet's being bombed? How do I know if something is avian or not? I'm assuming because it's only going to, because this is an avian, it's only going to offer me avian? Okay, I'm not sure I follow all of this. Fluid dynamics poster plane, so system poster plane. So I've completed phase 1. Hey, Justin. I'm just coasting, trying to enjoy the expedition, which I started late because when it came out, I was dying in hospital. So what comes next? Report to the second GPS dig. Okay, let's do that. Unfortunately, I parked my ship in the worst possible space. How are you, Justin?
Navigational data received.
Ooh, ooh, didn't mean to do that. Thanks, Justin. C-class freighter. I will take it. I thought there was a way of renaming these storage containers. It is. Okay. Yeah, she's been talking about Brass Heart. So that'll be something I'm looking forward to looking at later. I actually don't know anything about it. Hang on, where's that damaged ship of mine? Is it because this wasn't my freighter when I landed? I wonder if I can summon it here, though. Maybe I need to leave and re-land. Can I leave? Okay, maybe I need to summon it as my freighter before... Okay, so according to the expedition, what's next? Oh, it's got report to the second dig site. But I want to go to the space station. My freighter is bugged. I have some nanites now. That's not a bad idea. There's an A-class hyperdrive module. I'll pick that up. And I'll install that. That gets me a bit more hyperdrive range.
Product received. Product received.
Hyperdrive has no fuel.
Technology recharge.
Here we go into the wild pink yonder. Discovered by Matt. Oh, that's a pretty looking planet. I like this system. I do like that system. It's pretty. But where I should go is the space station. There is no space station here. Well, that was a bit dumb. It's okay, butterfly. Go have a good one. Again, I can't believe I've been playing only for an hour and a half. It feels like I've been playing a lot longer. What happened to their patch where you would land on the closest available landing pad? They made a big deal of that like 2 patches ago, and now they've undone it all. Now, what I should have done before I came here responding to what Justin said earlier, and I know it was like 25 minutes ago, it is so good to be back streaming. It is so good to be able to do that again. So I'm going to summon my freighter. And hope that my busted ship is here now. Seems to be. So I need a hermetic seal and a metal plating. Then I go back to my real ship. Go back to the space station. Space station! Yep. They've really undone that patch, which was land on the closest available landing pad, haven't they? Then I switch my docked ship. Everyone's got a hernia. I know I've got a hernia now. So, slight boost advantage. And there was another, and a slight boost to the hyperdrive. Now we go and do the expedition landing thing, which is report to the second dig. My hernia is not going to be a problem. It's going to be managed fairly easily. Look at all of these ships. That's probably the problem. There's too many ships around. Let's do some tritium farming while I'm at an asteroid belt. I'm really taking this slow. Vampy, have you been doing the expedition, or have you tried the expedition? This is a nice casual expedition as your first one. Or at least it has been so far. How is it I'm so tired after sleeping all day? I know, I'm sick.
Warning. Threat detected.
I swear I live in a dark galaxy.
Units received. 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 Units received.
Hello, Frappy. Welcome back. The paleontologist wipes a film of moisture from their forehead. They are evidently excited to see me. Well, in that case, Attendant Jarvie, like and subscribe. New worker friend at this site. We research creatures' 2 legs. Biped fossil display pans inventory slot, thank you. I might take that and that and then that, that and that. I forgot to sell those. Because I am a twonk knuckle. Welcome! Something something to something something trader of fossils. Cool.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Do I just sell this exhibit? Curious about one thing. They're really cheap to make these. So I wonder that my boat, yes. If I go back to my freighter, I have I have been a fearsome space pirate, but not on this save. On my Picard save, I am definitely a fearsome space pirate. I have not really done any piracy, but the pirates all fear me.
Warning. Threat detected.
Wow. This freighter is terrible. I'd hate to have this freighter on my main save. So, I'm assuming I can't actually try... This is bad, isn't it? Now I have to return to the... So I did have all the parts I needed. So let's go back. Okay, so putting them in my freighter, it was both a good and a bad idea. Hello to all 17 people watching. Holy cow. Hi, everyone. Let's put this in my starship. I can't. Arg!
Protection falling.
Prepackaged launch auto charger unit and a Supreme scanning system upgrade. Excellent. I approve of both of those things. I need to make some unstable plasma.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
For which I need metal plating.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Symbol of biped skeleton. That seems backwards to me, but there you go. A bygone biped. Prepackaged rocket boots unit, supreme movement system upgrade, and 300 nanites. Adopt companion. Adopt an animal companion. I have a slot in my... Hey, Crazy Wolf! This game apparently does not require much of a GPU. I've got a friend who's got like a 1090 who's playing it. Now, admittedly, I mean, this game plays on Switch. Now, I will admit that it won't look quite like this if you play it on that, but it does play on almost anything. Because it is quite an old game. Now, they've done a lot of updates recently, which probably means that there's a bit more limitation. So what do we got here? We've got a bleak planet, a noxious planet, a terrasphere. I've got to check out a terrasphere, don't I? I have to check out a terrasphere. Is that the terrasphere? No, that's the ruined planet. You've got to check out a thing called Terrasphere. So yeah, admittedly, I'm playing this with like a 4080, which, you know, until recently was one of the better cards out there, but I just love this game. Now, one feature I wish they still would add, I had a few dream features, and last week last week, they added one of my dream features, which is the ability to mark planets like this. This mode where you're pulsing to a location, all of these graphics, which is like really pretty when I look at it, but when you're streaming it, it destroys the stream because the compression to be able to send it to YouTube or Twitch just does not like all of this just noise. It just doesn't cope. So I wish there was a mode in the graphics settings to do lower noise pulsing so that the game didn't look terrible when streaming. Yeah, this game apparently works really well on Steam Deck. Yeah, this is just too much noise. This is the only thing I'm aware of that causes this to be a problem. It's just too much noise. And if they did a lower noise version of this for streaming, because it makes their game look crap. As an advertising for, like, on my screen it looks fine. But if people are looking at the game and going, what does the game look like? And they're watching someone stream to get an impression of what the game looks like. Honestly, this is the worst advertisement they could have. Yeah, just something else. Do I need to go to this terrasphere? No. No, I don't. Am I doing it anyway? Yes. Yes, I am. Because it's called a terrasphere. You've got to go to a thing called a terrasphere. Worms! Still unscannable worms! I have a companion. He doesn't like me very much. He needs a solar panel, doesn't he? I'm riding my ball.
Technology recharge.
Okay, is this part of the expedition, is it? Apparently. Cool. Didn't even know I was doing this. There's a hole in the ground.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
So, yeah, Crazy Wolf. What is it about No Man's Sky that, I mean, it's a really good game, and I introduced my wife to it recently, and she was like, "Oh no," because she spent so much time playing it. Is there anything in particular about No Man's Sky that's got you interested in playing it? Because I know people who've got like old laptops that are playing it and they're not really having too much problem. I mean, as I said, you may have to turn the graphics settings down a little, but apparently it still looks really good.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Yeah, well, this is that, and I mean, you will go places that no one has ever visited before, even in the main galaxy, because there's just too many systems. Now, it is procedurally generated, so you will see things that it's like, well, hang on, no one's been to this planet before, but I swear this is exactly the same sort of thing that I saw other streamers find. Yes, you will. Like, you know, this sort of weed system here. Have I seen this before? On other planets? Yeah, because all the graphic elements are the same. But the way it's put together will always be a little bit different. So you're aiming for a little bit different. You're not aiming for completely unique. And because you've got different lighting conditions and different terrain and, you know, sort of different combinations of things, And, you know, the different life forms on the planets will always be a bit different and everything. There's always a sense of being somewhere a bit new because the number of combinations is so large. And, you know, it gets a bit repetitive. It's not the sort of game that I feel that you'd want to play. Like, I play the game for about 100 hours, and then I take a break and play something else. And then I play for another 100 hours, and I take a break and I play for something else. But realistically, that's fine. You know, that's pretty good. And the other thing I like is people do speed runs of these expeditions and stuff. Me, I like to just take it slow and get distracted and play squirrel syndrome. It's like, ooh, I saw a thing, I want to go do the thing. And maybe at some point I'll get a little bit interested enough to be wanting to do a speed run or something. But I don't think, I don't like up against a timer. It's not my thing. There was something here that was unidentified. It was that. So I can't imagine. I wish you could scan the worms. The fact that they give you a red dot is really annoying. Even if you needed a special scanner upgrade to be able to do it. So even if there was like an S-class scanner upgrade that allowed you to scan worms, I reckon that would be a cool thing for them to add. I mean, my plan had been to do some Robocop today, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. And I will have to record a Sudoku puzzle tomorrow if I want to continue with my trend of I'm actually doing daily solves again, because I've got one coming out tonight. I'm going to be curious to see what people think of the joke in the thumbnail. But I'm enjoying this expedition. I'm glad I came back to a low-stress expedition. So prepackaged sublight amplifier unit, whatever that is. What just happened? Starship out of range, okay. Well, that's fixable. So I don't have enough slots for all of this in my ship. So if I store this technology, that gives me much more pulse drive power, whereas that was just a little bit of boost. And that gives me a lot more boost. So I'm going to just live with that for now.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay, so is that phase 2 complete? I think so. Living fossil companion egg. Oh, bye, Frappy. Remember to check out the puzzle in an hour. Wow, 22 people watching. Hello, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the casual No Man's Sky stream. Enough to subscribe if you're not. I'd really love to get this channel to 500 subscribers. Not a big ask. Like, I'm not asking for a huge thing, I don't think. 500's not a big channel. Okay, so what's next? Phase 3. Report to the third dig site. So let's head to the third dig site. Up here in an asteroid belt, I can't help but mine some tritium, can I? Brimster and squirrel syndrome. I'd be curious how how 20 people find this stream. I really am always curious how people find my stream.
Detected. Hostile ships approaching. Hostile ships defeated.
I can warp straight to the system with my upgrades. It's a purple system though, so I don't think I'll be able to summon my freighter. But the first stop, if there is one, and there is one. Space station! I've been playing for 2 hours. I do feel tired. But when I've got 20 people watching me, I feel like I'm letting them down if I stop. I know that's completely and utterly wrong. Oh! That's an interesting way of fixing putting me at the nearest. What the ever-loving heck? I gotta make a note of this one. So, note. Stream to... the timestamp is 2:06. When I am made the hero of the space station. What the ever-loving heck? Ladies and gentlemen, you all belong to me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my space station. I guess you're wondering why I brought you all here. That's going to be worth 100 subs, right? I'm joking.
Product received. Product received.
Okay. So... travel to the third dig. That's not my starship. No, I completely forgot. I'm sorry, the space station belongs to me. It put it on the Starship Fabricator. That's just crazy. Maybe because it was the only slot left. That's never going to happen to me again, is it? Meslowell. I've had many games where that has happened. I've really enjoyed Diablo 4, and I honestly feel they've ruined it. Oh, good. The storm is clearing. The new season of Last Epoch looks really good, but I don't think I'm going to play it new. I think I'm going to wait.
Technology recharge.
For a couple of weeks after it's come out before I start playing it. Hang on. What's this? Then what the point is this? What's the point of the geology cannon? It's that, okay. This game's a little bit different. I've definitely had like 6-hour sessions of this game where I've gone, where did those 6 hours go? What's happening at the moment to me, I feel, is more along the lines of I'm just not feeling well and therefore I'm running out of energy faster. I have some slots. I don't want the meat. Don't care about the Mordite. My ship is too far away. More inventory slots. I'll take them.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so I need to go to a planet with ancient bones. What sort of planet was that? Poisonous planet with high sentinel activity. Should be fine though, right?
Extreme temperature detected.
Love the marking of the planet. Yeah, I remember that, Keith. This is that sort of game. I will, when they do the, at the end of the year, they tend to do like 2-week versions of all of the expeditions that were done during that year. I will do this again. Like, I'm enjoying this one. I don't think I'm going to do it again during the period of this expedition. There's other games I want to play.
Units received. Units received.
I'm going to be very interested in people's comments on the puzzle from that comes out in 45 minutes.
Units received. Units received.
It was one that was supposed to come out on the 29th of March. And then I was in hospital. I just really interested in what people think of the joke in the thumbnail. I mean, the puzzle's really good. I didn't do great at it, I don't think.
Units received. Units received.
I have all the parts I need for that one now. It took one big site.
Units received.
I'm not going to do them.
Units received. Units received.
Daylight savings. So daylight saving started 3 days ago while I was in hospital. So we were in the emergency room. So it was like the CT scan I had took minus 45 minutes because I went in for the CT scan at 2:45 and I came out at 2 a.m. Is that a crashed freighter? I can't see a damn thing. Fine. Whatever. I needed ship inventory slots. Not... Exchange fossils with a collector. Let's do that. So what do I... Okay, let's figure out how this works.
Technology recharge. Weather update. Storm clearing.
I need a diabolic skull, don't I? You can have a boar skull?
Product received.
Now I want to go back to my ship.
Detected.
And now I want to... Well, let's get into the ship. And then do a hand-in of this, which will give me some starship inventory slots. Oh, later plank time, sorry. So, earlier you may have missed Vamp if you're still around. I asked if you have been doing expeditions or just, playing, playing normally. I'm losing track of what's going on. Sorry, I've been distracted by the expedition. Ooh, I need more ferrite dust. Then, okay, if they're going to do stuff like this, what I wish they would do is have like a special bag which stored all of this so that you had like an extra storage module so it wasn't doing all of this, because this just feels crap. And it's the same with starship parts. The reason I don't want to collect starship parts is because you kind of need like multiple storage arrays. Like, if there's a limited number of these, have it that there's a special storage for them all. And you can have like the fish storage, have it like there's a bag that can store like 20 of them, and then you have a module for your freighter or something that literally has a slot for all of them that can store as many as you want, because this just feels bad.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Take a photo with a photo of 5 ground creatures. Oh, I could have been doing that. Take a single photo. Capturing 5 ground creatures. Oh.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
This guy's shy.
Received. Units received.
That's not going to count, is it? So I'm going to need to go to a world. Let's go to the Bountiful planet, see if there's something there.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Yeah, for me, I had, was it Titan, the previous one? Bugged on my main save. And I had to get help to finish it. Is there anything I want to sell? You have a storm crystal.
Units received.
Is there anything I want to buy? No. Didn't I just talk to you? Seriously, dude? Oh, you can have... Pretty floating islands. Do you think they count as ground creatures? I don't think they will they?
Units received.
Nope.
Units received.
You just don't get that level of density of ground creatures that often. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pull this off. Okay. So, what I'm going to do... Purple system is definitely not the system to do this in. So let's just head to a water-based yellow system. Now, a 3F is probably not the best one to head to.
Hostile ships approaching. Navigational data received.
Okay. Do. What do you have? I should have just scanned, but whatever. No, don't care. Okay. Where is my ship? Go to the spec station. This is another. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can be a good little tractor beam. Do I care about any of this stuff anymore? Probably not.
Product received.
Okay. Ooh, neat. Ooh, double rainbow. Pretty. Not a promising candidate, is it? Ah, it's a bug planet.
Units received. Units received.
I wonder if going and summoning the bugs around an abandoned building would do it.
Units received. Units received.
Because 1, 2, 3, 4. How many land creatures do you need? Look how many land creatures there are in that. Nope.
Units received. Units received.
That's annoying. all of those creatures, right? Thank you.
Technology installed.
Catch a bonefish. Catch a bonefish and put it in your pocket. Find whispering bonefish in any deep water at night. On toxic worlds. Crazy Wolf, I'll find out when I get there. I don't need to be told what's going to happen. Is that where I'm going? And if so, why doesn't it have the expedition route marked? I'll head there. Hey, Elon Paul, how are you? That's a very complex story, Elon Paul. I've spent most of the last 2 weeks recovering from epiglottitis, which is incredibly life-threatening, apparently. I spent a week in hospital, including several days in the intensive care unit. It was not pleasant. Toxic planet. Fiery, miasmatic, boiling, unknown grave, acrid. Okay, let's head to that one. I love that we've got the ability to mark planets now. It is so, so good. Isn't it great, Elan? Oh my god. Recovering. Not fully recovered, but definitely recovering. Definitely new outlook on life. I'd love to get this, I'd love to get this channel to 500 subs. I've got a couple of things I'd like to do, but, yeah, whatever. Don't care. I've been putting all my effort into my puzzle channel recently, but, I'm enjoying the expedition, but when the expedition came out, I was admitted to ICU just like the day before or something, and I was just not up to doing it. Okay, but I'm heading to an acrid planet now, which I think counts as toxic, and I'll be able to pick it up. I'm not speedrunning these. I don't know if you remember, Elan, I don't speedrun. I'm just playing casual, particularly while I'm sick, but I'm a squirrel type player. Like, I play around and all of a sudden it's like, squirrel! And I will spend an hour and a half doing something that has absolutely nothing to do with the expedition, but I have a lot of fun doing it, and therefore I am happy. So actually, I should be able to fish from here. Whoa.
Toxic protection falling.
I have toxic, I think. I have some toxic. I need to make more ion batteries. But let's try and see what happens if I fish. I haven't made any bait, so that's probably not going to help me much. Yeah, I'm just... I'm a bit like my wife, Fel. It's like we will just get completely distracted by the dumbest things. No, I've got a bionic lure. I can put that on. Where's this tangleweed? I do not want it. So, I've got to remember how to put things onto my fishing rod. Multi-tool, apply bait. I'll apply the bionic lure. Yeah, I mean, I love watching both you and Jason do speedruns after I've completed an expedition, but I've no interest in doing it myself. I think it would just stress me out to the point where I'd stop enjoying the game.
Incoming storm.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'd been playing a bit of RoboCop, and really enjoying that, and I definitely want to get back to Cyberpunk. And there's a game coming out, I can't remember the name of it, in a couple of days, where I'm very, very eager to play that when it comes out. Particularly considering I'm off work at the moment. Yeah, I just stream everything. I don't mind if people are watching or not. There are a couple of games I play because I stream to have a record for myself for later as much as I do to entertain other people. There are a couple of games I play where I stream privately. And those streams are just for me. Maybe I shouldn't have used this bait. Maybe it's too good. I've actually uninstalled Helldivers 2, Keith. The same as I've uninstalled Path of Exile 2. Spending the money on Path of Exile 2 was a mistake. That game company is so exploitative of their player base. As I said, I honestly feel it's the abusive partner concept that I cannot get over. I'm not saying I'll never return to either of those games, but they're not on my system at the moment. No, because I don't follow the standards, Chip. Like I'm not engaging in the same. I don't chat, or on some of them I'm not YouTube friendly in all of them. Yeah, she told me. I don't even know if I can get a bonefish here, but this is a toxic planet, so theoretically... I'm expecting to be here for 20 hours. Okay, I'll move on. I'll fly my ship somewhere and see if I can find anywhere a bit deeper.
Extreme water toxicity detected.
Landing area not clear. Great. How is the landing area not clear? Yeah. Give me a depth reading. 37. Nope. Anyone who's watching who's not subscribed to Ilan Paul, really good No Man's Sky streamer and content creator. Do I want to try here or try and find somewhere deeper?
Technology recharge.
Seriously, you raided me twice or something, which I can't return because I'm not big enough. Like, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but it's hard to know. So, a couple of things I wish they would add. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've added the ability to mark planets so you can find them in the system. I've been complaining about that for ages. So, huge win. Thank you very much. Very happy. One thing I wish they would add would be an advanced technology that allows you to scan the worms. So, you know, a scanner upgrade. See, this seems shallow to me, and it's like, is this entire planet just shallow? So that you can get the satisfaction of being able to... Deep sea is part of it, but toxic is the other. The other one is, when they added this, I wish they'd added proper storage for them, so that it wasn't just all of the exosuit storage in the world. 43, it's better. Interesting call. Elaine, I like that one. That's... Okay. You've convinced me.
Toxicity detected.
Let's see if that cuts it. I can't help but scan. Must scan fish. No!
Extreme water toxicity detected. Extreme water toxicity detected.
Oh, come on. Okay. Now, does this count? No, it gave me a little bit more.
Toxic protection falling. Technology.
I'm going to run out of toxic protection. Yeah, that feature has only existed about a week. And releasing fish for nanites is really cool. The reason I like YouTube is the higher resolution and the retention. Oops. Because I'm doing this mostly so that I can revisit my own stuff later, and I do, that's why I like YouTube.
Storm clearing. Extreme toxicity detected.
How am I going for inventory space? Okay-ish. It's a real nice feeling on your main save when you fully upgrade your exosuit. And it's like, what's a storage problem? Well, I'm in the middle of my third Cyberpunk playthrough, and I like going back and referring to my first one and see what I'm doing on my first to my second to my third, you know, from 2.5 years ago. I've been chatting to a couple of Twitch streamers, and I think it's 1080 limit on Twitch. I'm playing in 4K and streaming in 2K. On Twitch, I think it's 1K limit. Wow. Yeah, the drop stuff is nice, but I just watch streamers during those. I'm subbed to a couple of Twitch streamers. I don't mind watching Twitch. Yeah.
Toxic protection falling.
For games like Cyberpunk, honestly, the better quality you've got, the better it is. I've got some Cyberpunk stuff I want to actually record and upload in 4K, which is a project that I want to later in the year. I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years, and I want to put some time aside later in the year for trying to do some of these videos, because I think they'll be really cool. Am I being really unlucky here, or is this just expected? Because at some point I'm going to run out of the ability to make more ion batteries, and then I'm going to have to leave.
Technology recharge.
It's not just the fact that I didn't have the quest marked, is it? Oh yeah, the quest stuff in this game is absolutely fucking terrible. That is a bigger complaint of mine than the fact that your ship couldn't track planets. I think that's the one thing that is going to potentially make people hate Light No Fire if it comes out. If they don't fix their quest tracking system, I think for a fantasy-based game, anyone who hears, oh, I wasn't into sci-fi, but I really like fantasy and I hear No Man's Sky is good, if they've got a quest tracking system that is anything like the No Man's Sky one in Light No Fire, people are going to be livid. Yep. My regular viewers will tell you how many times I have sworn at that one.
Extreme water toxicity detected.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one. Oh, Lasai. It's got me a bunch of nanites, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. Because I remember the first expedition I did was Aquarius, and I think it was catch the fish that could only be caught during a storm, and the entire expedition took me, I think it was about 9 hours, and that as my first ever expedition, and that took me 5. Just that one bit of catching, I think it was 5 fish, took me 5 hours just to catch those 5 fish. Yeah. And while I can make... There is bait for nocturnal fish, antimatter cytophosphate. I don't have it. Catch you later, Elan. So they're just way too hard. The baits are just way too much of a needing lubricant, for example. Really, like this stuff is ridiculously impossible to make. Now I could potentially... Why am I not scanning anything? And this is the problem. I'm going to run out. What do I need to make these? I need ferrite dust. Can I get ferrite dust here? Yes. That's pure ferrite. I don't need that at all. I'm doomed here.
Technology recharge. Units received.
This is just not working.
Units received. Technology recharging.
And I'm going to lose the night cycle.
Water toxicity detected.
I need... Oh, good God, I don't have enough ferrite dust. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is insane. And I've lost the entire night.
Extreme water toxicity detected.
Oh, good God. Or is this now sun setting, or is it the sun coming up? Okay, that looks like the sun setting, doesn't it? No!
Life support power low. Toxic protection falling.
Let's see if this works.
Technology recharging.
Hey, butterfly. So I'm using Shadow Lure. It's nighttime. I'm over 50 U. And I'm on a toxic planet. Everything is set up correctly. Whispering bonefish. Basilisk Crown Multi-Tool. I'm going to switch back to my original multi-tool for now, so I can take the stuff off my original multi-tool and move it over. So next session, because I'm about to end this, will be move items from original multi-tool to the new reward multi-tool. Okay, get in my ship, get out of my ship, options. Right. Thank you everyone for watching. 23 people currently here. I appreciate all of you. It was really great to see Elan Paul here. If you are interested in No Man's Sky content, Elan Paul does a lot of really good No Man's Sky content. It is very much time for me to go to bed. It has been a very long day. And for people who watch my puzzle channel, I'm really curious to see what you think. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a comment. Comments, I don't get a lot of comments on my gaming channel, but they really do help grow the channel. As to what you thought was good, what you thought was bad, what you thought was interesting, what you thought was fun, just what you thought. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And as always, I suppose good luck finding your bonefish. Bye everyone.